Your video is clear and visible.
Okay, light is okay, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, you can start. You're live now.
Okay. Uh, Hello everyone. Uh, Today I'm taking live session from home as I'm not feeling little well. So looking forward to your questions. And now since you have gone through breastfeeding videos, skills, everything else. Okay. Sorry about that. So let me know how what questions you have. Bella, if you are there, please kind of let me know what questions come on live chat. I'll be more than happy to help. Uh, Actually, I can't see any questions. So let me know if Bella can see those questions. She can answer. She can let me know. But somehow I can't see those live questions. Okay, Dr. Archana, so your this thing is you are watching our videos, but in progress it is showing 66%. So that I think Bharti will be able to answer that question. I don't know the technical aspect, but I think it should be okay. I don't think you should worry about the progress part. Just watch those tutorials and to answer or to submit all the assessment, because those assessments are important. But I wanted to kind of ask you whether you have any issue with, with any breastfeeding holds, or do you have any questions, suggestions, recommendation? So, that's what. If you have any suggestions, questions, let me know. And if you have access to newborn babies, it would be a good idea to implement those, start learning on live mothers and babies. So you should be able to see the results. Ragi finger millet is one of the type of food suggested for complementary feeding in the videos. But it is similar to rice or wheat, isn't it? Even though it may have a little more protein. So yes, but ragi has lot more nutrient density. First of all, it has more fiber than rice for sure. It's very high in calcium also. Traditional millets. So definitely, ragi is definitely better than just pure white rice. Okay, the wheat aspect I don't necessarily like in children because I do see a lot of wheat sensitivity. So better to kind of use ragi, finger millet, and if you can use ancient millets like kodo, other things, like finger millet, not sorry finger millet, kodo, then other ancient millets. That would be good too. Like little millet, barnyard millet, foxtail millet. Those are good. Okay, definitely better than ragi. Uh, yes, thank you, Dr. Archana. Those teaching videos are specifically for cross-field hold, the live lecture. I had to create live lecture because the first breastfeeding video which came out, which was in 2017. Okay, this is cross-field hold and latching, and in that from 2017 to now, we have learned so much. So I have included all that in my live lecture. And it's not that we have stopped learning. Learning is there in every time that we teach mothers. So more you teach, more you learn actually. So that's why I have created this live lecture, which is all extra points. And I don't know if you got access to 45-point counseling PDF, which we have uploaded. But if you don't have access, then please go ahead and let me know. I'll ask our TA to upload that. Yes, I mean barnyard also, barnyard millets, absolutely. Usually tell patients to introduce wheat later as it is more allergic. Yeah, I feel that it's better to just not introduce wheat because gluten by itself will cause damage sooner or later. If not today, then maybe after a few years. So I'm now getting more and more skeptical about using gluten in diet. Okay. I myself don't use it and I don't recommend for my daughter. So it's better, if we can make mothers understand to use. There are so many other, millets which are much more healthier. So yeah, it's a huge change from our customary diet of roti and rice. But look at the number of diabetic patients in India. And it starts so early on. As you saw in CNS data, 5 to 9 years or 9% now in the pre-diabetic. So why not to start that change, the transformation early on, right, from 6 months of age? So that's what my stand is when it comes to wheat. Yes, it is mentioned that we increase amount to increase every 4 days. So yeah. So what happens, when you start food for the first time, okay, we generally start with a small amount to make sure that they are not allergic to it. A lot of time we do see allergy, especially children who are given formulas. Those babies are much more allergic. So it's better to start slowly, and then by day 4, you can increase to maximum quantity, and then you can add new food. Actually, by 3 you should have maximum quantity. By day 4 you can increase new food. Increase or introduce new food. So yes, that's true. Would it be heavy for baby? No, not at all. In fact, this is how we've been doing it in all our projects, and babies are gaining really good weight. Not at all heavy, because we're introducing only 1 tablespoon, which is hardly anything. Uh, Thank you, doctor. Another question is regarding fruits. In video, 1 to 2 serving per day is suggested. I feel it is a bit too much. Parents anyway feeding. I definitely agree with you. In fact, if I would say that no fruits for baby, people will jump on my head. So one fruit is not even full fruit, maybe just 1 or 2 slices is definitely good enough. And I definitely don't recommend adding those fruits in like khichdi and all. Many mothers have this habit adding puree in everything. So I agree with you completely. Uh, my voice is not clear, is it? Let me see. Uh, let me see if it is clear or not now. But uh, Okay. Good afternoon, ma'am. For vegetarian mothers in pregnancy, can we recommend plant-based protein? The thing is, Akhil, I don't like giving too much of supplements. Okay, either vegetarian mothers or non-vegetarian mothers when it comes to food. Okay, food should come from protein should come from natural sources as much as possible. Okay, so what we have done is I'll be posting protein carbohydrate calculation PDF. You definitely count and see how you can increase protein in mother's diet through natural food. Okay, in natural food also, if mothers can have say more dahi, more paneer, more of those foods. Even some of the vegetables have good amount of protein. So it's better that you try that giving natural food than resort to some ultra processed protein powder, pea protein powders and things. Those are very expensive also. And rather than that, I rather that mothers have homemade animal source food, which is basically for vegetarian mother. It's dairy product, right? She can have 2 or 3 cups of food. Spinach is also when you make spinach, like when you dry spinach and when you use that powder, that's also very high in protein. Cauliflower, cabbage is high in protein. Dals are good. Your beans are good. Rajma, chole. She can have it with some quinoa or some foxtail millet. So you can have those kind of food product. I don't like too much of ultra processed foods. Okay, so we have created 45 points in different languages. I think we have so far maybe 6, 7 languages. We have Tamil, Hindi, Gujarati, Marathi, Hindi, and English. We are also trying for Odia and Bengali language. If somebody can help us translate, that would be great. But I will ask my TA to upload that 45 points PDF. One of the very best IEC material that you can keep it in your clinic or in your, wherever you are, in your Anganwadis or, primary healthcare center. But yes, that would be very, very helpful. Okay, and it's not that we say that this is 45 points and we are done. We're still learning, so it may happen that we may add some more points. But at least till now, this 45 points suffice to give us good results. In fact, yesterday, one of the Anganwadi worker, I think, in Washington, she's been following this baby up till almost since last 6 months, and she has taught this mother such beautiful cross-cradle hold that from third percentile, this baby reached 90th percentile in just matter of 4 to 5 months. Imagine from third percentile to 90th percentile. So what I feel is that if you can do this on mother's milk, nothing like it. Okay, because it's not only catch up of growth, but babies also catching up on IQ, babies catching up on height, and most important thing is because this is mother's milk, so it's not increase in BMI. Okay, so to show that we focus on that 45 points. Okay. Any other questions? Yeah, thank you, Dr. Khair. It's we are really we're very happy, but it takes a lot of time to teach healthcare workers, because they have to adopt 5 newborn babies and they learn how to weigh. Okay, but once they become master, they can never forget those skills. So my point is that you learn from tutorials, you learn from IT material that we post, but most important is to practice on mothers and demonstrate what weight gain I'm talking about, and that's when you will become much more confident. Okay. Okay, so I think we have 23 people joined, but I'm not getting questions. So please go ahead and ask questions. We know the advantage of millet, but in ration it is not proven, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, hopefully, it will slowly come. What we are doing, Dr. Archana, is trying to create awareness through health spoken tutorial and through our projects with government to healthcare workers and then through healthcare workers directly to the community. Okay, so if community knows that millets are definitely healthier than grains, but remember that they are not necessarily healthier than pulses and dals. Okay, they are not necessarily healthier than your dairy products or eggs or other things. But it's healthier than your grains, definitely. But millets, by and large, specifically jowar, bajra, and ragi, it also has carbohydrate. So it will increase your insulin level. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I wish they would kind of increase millet supply in your public distribution system in PDS, because that would reduce metabolic syndrome to great extent. You know, uh, because then people will have less carbohydrate rich diet. Thank you, ma'am, for this initiative, because I've seen so many pediatrician gynecologists also don't have proper knowledge regarding feeding a baby. Yes, I know, but how do you take this knowledge to everybody, right? And not only take this knowledge to everybody, but also people, specifically doctors, should be able to should be receptive, right? Receptive means they should be open-minded. Okay, they accept that okay, whatever that they were doing were not helping much. Okay, now I'm open to new techniques, new skills. Most of the doctors are not. Okay, let me be frank. So anyway, that's fine. It's our prerogative to kind of talk about our experience and see who wants to take it up. How much of sunlight is recommended per day for a newborn baby until 6 months of age? I would say at least about say 10 minutes or so, 5, 7 minutes. What I recommend is when they go through massage, right? So a lot of the newborn babies they get massage. So what I recommend is to open the window, okay, and let the sunlight come in, and you massage the baby without clothes in the direct sunlight, okay, not through the window, like because window will block UVB and we need UVB radiation. So do it around 11 o'clock. So while you're massaging takes about 10 minutes or so. Okay, in that massage, not only baby will get good amount of sunlight, they will get some fresh open air also, and also they will get good, massage. So I think it's important to do it. You do your massage in the outdoor, and if you're staying in a say in a bungalow, then or in a hut or wherever, you can just go out and do massage in the open in the courtyard. When can we start curd? For babies, I would say immediately, like after 6 months, you start one or two different foods and then start curd as soon as possible. Two important points for curd. One is it is animal source protein, so it has good amount of first class protein, 100% get absorbed. Second thing is it has also has probiotics, so it has good bacteria. So it will build babies' good bacteria, gut microbiome. So I would definitely kind of why to wait, right? Start something. You can start with if you're non-veg, start with eggs for sure. Start with meat, and then you can start with some dal and dahi, and then millets. But yes, if you don't, you can start as soon as possible. Calcium and D3 supplement are necessary. Yes, D3 supplement is necessary because that is a recommendation by Indian Academy of Pediatrics, even American Academy of Pediatrics. We do recommend D3. Calcium, I don't think you need because calcium they can get either from dahi after 6 months of age, and mother's milk will also have calcium. So I don't recommend calcium. Okay. Uh, Okay, so Bharti, about 45 points, it's a PDF, it's not the link. I think we may have a link for Google folder where we have all the different language 45-point PDF. So please connect with Bella and she will send you the link. Uh, it's okay, Bharti. Okay, thanks. Thank you so much, Bharti. Okay, any other question? Anything else? think if there are no other questions, okay. What could be the main reason for hair fall? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, hair fall is a pretty common. This thing it's because of hormonal changes. You know, so what happens during pregnancy? They gain a lot of hair. Okay, because estrogen is very high, and then after that, a lot of this hormones have it's basically the hormone changes, and this hair fall is because of hormonal change. Nothing to worry about. All those hair comes back. Okay, so nothing to worry about. Just make sure that mothers have enough protein and good, good fats. Okay, and vitamin D is very important. So make sure that they get good vitamin D dose. 2,000 international unit minimum. If you can, 4,000 is also one of. I prefer more 4,000 international unit of vitamin D. Okay, tell mother to get exposed to sun mid sun, and that will help. Uh, Again, just make sure that there is no issue of hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism can also cause hair fall. Okay, but most of the time, if it's post pregnancy, it's hormonal. It's is it because of lack of protein? No, not necessarily. I mean, lack of protein will cause hair fall in anybody for sure, but specifically in pregnant mothers, it's because of lack of. It's a hormone imbalance. So even if you have enough protein, you will still lose hair. You know. So I think that is one thing that we want to remember, that it's not just lack of protein. Okay. Okay, any other question? Anything else? I wanted to ask one question that when you watched CrossFit Hold, did you have any queries in mind? Did you guys know, since there are so many points to look at, to because in last week I'll be talking about learning action protocol. I'll be talking about breastfeeding assessment form. I'll be talking about a lot of other things like how to look at 45 points, how to explain others using 45 point PDF. So, but so this custody hold and latching will discuss at least twice again. Okay, but so far I just wanted to ask if you guys have any question or what thought came to you when you were looking at those live lectures of custody hold. Because to be frank, I had no clue about this hold. There was, I never used that hold, uh, and no wonder I felt that my babies are not gaining weight in FMCH because the way babies came in cradle hold, it was just maybe more upper areola was going in the mouth, and baby's head was kind of flexed a little bit. It was an extension. So, and there were a lot of other issues I felt with the cradle hold, and that's why babies are not gaining as much weight. So I feel that in all our projects, we really kind of recommend that mothers should learn cross-cradle hold, and just plain hold is not enough. We have to make sure that they're also doing using other counseling points which are mentioned in 45 points. Baby so healthy but suddenly attacked by cardiac arrest. So many times there is something called SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome. Okay. Now sudden infant death syndrome, we don't know why, what is the cause, but some of these babies they pass away, and we don't know the cause, to be frank. One thing you want to make sure that babies are birthed well. So you birth the baby while putting the baby in a sitting position. And do not try to put baby in a cot where there are too many blankets. You don't want what do I say, pillows. All that you have to be careful, because that sometimes can suffocate the baby. Okay, so in US we are very, very strict about keeping the baby in a supine position, directly like on the back. Always put the baby on the back. Don't put baby on the tummy to sleep. And no blanket. We don't use blanket. We don't use pillow. They have this special cloth that it's like a material made from blanket. and it maybe wear that, so that way kind of in the night also sometimes blanket tend to go on the face and can cause suffocation, right? So all those things are very important. Do read about SIDS, and in fact breastfeeding helps or prevents SIDS. Okay, so it's important to tell mother that not to give formula. Formula babies are more prone for sudden infant death syndrome. Okay. What is your opinion regarding baby-led weaning? Yeah, there is no, there is, of course, you can do that. Only thing is my concern as a pediatrician that when you give food, say for 6.5 months of age, something which child needs to bite on, there is a risk of choking, and we do see a lot of cases in US also, so I'm a little bit skeptical. I feel that there is no hurry in pushing child to start chewing food as soon as child starts complementary feeding. 1 month or so, let child taste different food. Make thick puree. It should be very thick. Should not be watery. And then of course, also another thing I do recommend is a child should try to eat by themselves. Let child kind of put their hand into food and try to, child can try on their own. But what I feel is in that, there's a lot of wastage of food. So, and eventually they don't end up eating whatever that we give. So, 1 or 2 times they're doing this and they're enjoying, that's okay. But, make sure that whatever is given, that it should not get wasted and it should be, eventually given by mother. But as child grows up, by 7.5 months of age, the child is doing very well eating on his own, then please go ahead and give it to him. Okay. A lot of background noises. Yeah, Dr. Mariam. Sorry, today I'm traveling. Today I'm, taking this call from home because I'm not feeling well. I have some fever. And that's why I'm taking it from home. Sorry about that. Okay. Role of probiotic in SAM children. Uh, uh, Dakshani, I don't think so. I mean, the thing is, best thing in SAM children, the reason they become SAM because they're lacking type 2 nutrient. Okay, so what I recommend is you give them type 2 nutrients in the form of real food, and the best thing which worked in our program is eggs. So once we started giving eggs to SAM children, of course, it's an uncompleted SAM, right? So it wasn't that they were in the hospital or anything; they were in the community. And once we started giving eggs, slowly, they started getting better. We did not give any probiotic. Dahi we used to give, of course, dahi is a probiotic. But main thing is to bring back that protein, lack of protein which is there in the diet. We start including that protein and they feel better. Okay, but it's not just about protein and macros, right? It's also about micronutrients like magnesium, potassium, all that. So, and that's why we have created tutorials on all these topics so the children can start, you understand which food is high in magnesium, which food is high in potassium. Those powders that we've created, those nutrient-dense powders, those are basically high in minerals and proteins. So you can ask mothers to start adding those powders in children's regular diet. Okay? So that was a good question. Thank you, Dakshani. Okay, any other question? Um, if there are no questions, then Bharti, then should we just finish this call? Daily protein required for children per kg. I think it's given in the protein, your protein tutorial. But what I recommend is that protein requirement which is given is as per guideline. Okay, uh, I recommend more protein. Okay, so if you ask me personally that how much protein that you would like to give, I would like to give 2 to 2.5 grams per kilogram to a growing child. Okay, in fact, for 6 months old, I recommend to start with one egg, which is like the 7 grams. Okay, and then other, of course, they also get protein from mother's milk. But recommendation is I definitely give more protein because children are growing and they require for bones, for muscles, for everything, for skin. Okay, so I do not be afraid of protein, to be frank. Be afraid of sugar and carbs because what we are not giving to our children is protein, where what we are continuing to give all day long is all carbs. Okay, and do not forget your cholesterol rich food. Also, do not forget the saturated fat for children. Okay, they require it. In babies without postnatal breastfeeding, what is the best artificial feeding? Some say undiluted milk, asparagus, butter, bottled milk, water, sugar. Oh no, 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 no. So that's why if for some reason if mother is not being able to breastfeed for in a very rare cases, then just cow milk should be fine. It should be full fat, undiluted, and absolutely no water, no sugar in it. Okay. Uh, Absolutely zero sugar, zero water. Okay, otherwise these children will become malnourished. So definitely full fat. Okay, because babies require cholesterol and saturated fat for the brain. Okay, so do not be afraid. There is a question by Prajakta, deworming is necessary in babies, how and when? No, no, we don't recommend deworming in babies. Deworming is started once child starts smoking after 1 year of age. Okay, so no need for deworming. Just make sure that mothers wash their hands properly because before making baby's food, all that. So that mothers washing hand we have shown in the tutorial, but we don't need that. Okay. Milk from milk banks. Archana, those milk is so expensive. They charge you per ml. You know, I mean, it's ridiculous. So unless there is like a dire emergency, of course, and ICU babies who like premature babies who are at risk of necrotizing enterocolitis, I may say, okay, chalo, if mother's milk is not there, but focus is mother's milk, to be frank, very rarely that mothers may not be able to do this, but in most cases they should be able to. So focus is again to come back to mother's milk. The baby is fine. Mother can, if the latching is the issue, work on latching. If latching is not the issue, or if there are, of course, if latching is not the issue, it's just basically technique. So work on the skill part. Okay. But main thing what we need to do is to. Now you guys can hear me properly, or is it the issue? Is there echo or something? Just let me know because I have two mics on. No, sorry, Bhatya. I haven't checked. I haven't had chance to check the response sheet. I've been unwell, so I haven't had chance. So, how much millet can be given in child 6 months to 1 year? So, I would say you can take up to 15 grams of raw millet. So you can soak it, okay, and you can give it to them. Soak it and of course cook it. I don't want to give too much millet also. Millet also has a lot of anti-nutrients. Okay, so it's not that rice near to millet, you focus on millet. Yeah, little bit is okay, but focus more on dahi, your other vegetables, your dals, all that is more important. Best is eggs. So if you can convince mother to give eggs at least till 2 years of age, at least the baby's brain is set. Okay. Uh, It has been mentioned that Figure writing your party. Yes, yes. So the party that I answered already. Uh, okay, audio is not clear. So I don't know how to do this. Let me try this. Uh, how about now? Is audio better? Let me know if the audio is not good, then I can try something else. Okay. Uh, but isn't it same as rice or wheat in terms of carbs? Glucose spike even though it may contain higher proteins. Yes, it may spike, but not as high as wheat and rice in babies. Okay. Now, if you are insulin resistant, so if you are trying, if adult is trying, and if adult has pre-diabetes, diabetes, and insulin resistant, it will spike as much. Okay. But children, babies, they are not insulin resistant. Hopefully, to begin with. Okay, so that's why some amount of millets and jowar and bajra, even rice and wheat, they can definitely digest. You know, glucose will spike, but insulin is sensitive, so insulin will bring the glucose down. Okay, but the point is that for how long you want to have those insulin spikes. Insulin is sensitive, but if you keep giving same kind of food over and over again every 3 hours, carbs, 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 eventually this child will develop insulin resistance. So point is prevention over here. Okay. We are not treating insulin resistant children are insulin sensitive. But in India, the CNNS report came out, and what they found is 5-year-old, 9% of pre-diabetes means they are already insulin resistant. If they are already pre-diabetic, then other children, they may be normal, like not even pre-diabetic, but they may be insulin resistant. Point is that. Okay, so that Bharti, I spoke about fruits also. In the last call, I asked about someone who I can work with Hyderabad. You asked me to share my last time, but I did not get any info in the mail. So, Natasha, can you just please get to Dr. Mariam's phone number and email ID? I have a colleague in Hyderabad, and I will connect with her. Okay, so just kind of please write down the email and just remind me for that. When is the right time to start wheat in a wheat eating family? Yeah, it's very difficult to tell wheat eating family not to eat wheat, right? Very difficult question for me to answer because I'm so against wheat. But I guess if you want to start wheat, you can start. You don't want to start too late also because anytime when you start food too late, the risk of allergies increases. You can start around 6.5 months, 7 months should be okay. Okay, but again, I feel that gluten can cause a lot of damage to zonutrient, which is present in your polymonopical cells. So I don't necessarily like that. You know, just spread an awareness about giving more, millets or gluten-free grains, or millets. Is there any way that we can collaborate to educate families on the importance of postpartum care? So, in postpartum care, are you talking about the medical care or more nutrition care? Because, our program is mainly related to nutrition. So, in postpartum, what kind of nutrition they should have? Also, support for breastfeeding, all that, right? Me being a pediatrician, I'm focusing more on basically lactation, but also mother's nutrition because her good nutrition will result in a good, breast milk. Okay? So we can collaborate definitely on that. Okay, thanks, Bharti. Thank you so much, dear. Uh, this course has cleared so many doubts of mine as well as realized that mistake I did during my pregnancy and postpartum. And for breastfeeding, complementary feeding, thank you, ma'am and team. Thank you, Prajakta. Thank you so much. Even I could clear a lot of my doubts when I started working in the field. And I said, oh my God, as a pediatrician, if I don't know all this thing, how do I expect mothers and other lay people to know? So it was all whatever that we have put in is the learning which are coming from the field and from the experience. But what I would like to know is once you apply this knowledge in the field, I want to know about your experience. Okay, so I would be interested more in those experience than anything else. Okay, and even in your personal life, not just in patients, but just in your personal life also. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Bharti. I think I've answered pretty much all the questions which are there in the sheet. But yeah, some of the very good questions which have been asked. Okay. Anything else? Any other questions? Okay, so Dr. Mariam, I got your point. I have taken a couple of sessions from nursing staff on breastfeeding collaboration with NNF. This course was really helpful. Thank you. But tell me, Dr. Mariam, do you uh, did you use our techniques of breastfeeding with nursing staff, or did you use the regular one, cradle hold? Did you use any other breastfeeding techniques? What was the response from the team? That I would like to know. And also do share the breastfeeding assessment form, which we have linked on the page, because those breastfeeding assessment form, we have also created lat score. So lat score also, I will ask Bella or Natasha to send it, because you should print it out, and you should basically use that lat score also before getting baby discharge. But use breastfeeding assessment form for every rounds, I would recommend. Okay, but just by training healthcare workers is not enough, Dr. Mariam. You need to follow up. You want to make sure that they are filling out those breastfeeding assessment form. They are filling out the lat score, baby's gaining weight or not. So all that monitoring is very, very important. Unless you evaluate it, you won't know how mothers are doing, right? So, and we will provide all the tools necessary for the same. Okay. Yes, Bharti, I got all the questions that you have mentioned and already answered them. So thanks so much. I think the person who had written those questions had already asked me these questions, when we started. So, but thank you so much, Bharti, for being on top of it. Okay. Any other question? Anything else? Okay, all right. Thank you, Dr. Mariam. You said you used the information on the course. Okay, okay. Now, maybe what you can do, Dr. Mariam, is to ask them to join this course. Next year, more people join this directly, better it would be. So whoever that nurses, healthcare workers, they can join this course and they can learn firsthand also. Yes, yes, Projecta. Dry fruit, I would call it nuts. I don't use dry fruit word because that's very misleading. Okay, so whatever that you have used is all nuts basically. So yeah, nut powder is absolutely good. Just roast it a little bit. Just reduce the phytates and oxalates. Okay, and then you can put it in children's diet. Absolutely fine. Seeds, you can do the same. I don't like to use desiccated fruit, which are like date powder or those other, what's it called? There's another fruit, raisins. Raisins also I don't like to use because it's all plain fructose. It's all sugar. Okay, so use more of nuts and seeds rather than desiccated fruits. Okay. 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 Any other questions? Anything else? Okay. Looks like there are no questions. So I will end over here. I will take one more live session after, probably once you watch the 12th week. Okay, because now next 3 weeks are very important. Your week 10, 11, and 12, because you will learn a lot about pregnant lactating mothers. Also, you learn a lot about how to counsel mothers using different IC material. Okay, so you will learn that in actually week 12. When can we introduce spices to a baby? So, spices which are not very spicy, you can introduce right away. So, you can use jeera, you can use some little bit of mustard powder, but it's fine. So, because spices have a lot of minerals, right? You don't want to use garam masala, or you don't want to use something which is very spicy. But yeah, small amount of some spices which are not like turmeric is good, so you can definitely use turmeric also, right? Dhania powder is also good, dhania and jeera powder. So those are little bit is okay. So when you make say millet and dal khichdi, you can put some masala, so that way they'll get some minerals as well. Okay, okay. So I think I'm gonna kind of take your permission to leave. And thank you so much again for joining this call. And I'll see you back in about 3 weeks or so. Okay? Thank you so much and enjoy your course. Bye.